welcome to the SATS Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. All right. I was saying, I got some nice sun this weekend. Went outside, touched grass, touched water, touched sand. It was amazing. Got some stuff in the mail. Got this flag here. It's huge. It's bigger than I was expecting. I knew it was gonna be a big flag, but it's pretty big. We'll string it across right here, and you can see how big it is. It's huge. Awesome. That's funny. Okay, so let's jump into the first segment of the show, which is the SATS strength segment. But before we do that, today we're going to be featuring Swan Bitcoin, and I got an affiliate link with them, so that's been sorted out. I was having difficulty trying to get like the appropriate name, but we have that sorted out, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm buying Bitcoin right now for the show. Okay, it's been something I usually hide off to the side, but now I can show you guys how I'm doing it. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the SATS strength segment. Today, you can buy 3,288 Satoshis for $1. That's a heck of a deal. And if you're walking down the street, you see a penny, pick it up, and all the day you'll have 32.9, almost 33 Satoshis. Okay? So if you do pick up a dirty penny from the sidewalk, make sure you wash your hands. Wash your hands! Wash your penny, wash your hands, and then go get that penny invested. Anyway. I just can't believe I had the mic on. I had it on the gaming setup. Okay, so that is the SATS strength index. Let's jump into just regular talk. Let's jump in. Now let's go into the why we stack. And we'll talk to you guys a little bit about the Swan setup, okay? Cue the epic motivating music. Why we stack. We stack so that we can be outside of the reach of inflation, and our value can continue to go up because the purchasing power of the dollar is going down. So relative to that, your goals of saving will be coming towards you instead of them pushing the goalpost away from you with inflation. Okay, among other things. But that's just to get you in there, just to get you thinking about it. Okay. So I finally got this Swan Bitcoin referral link, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Browser. Boom. There it is. You can get this by going to !Swan in the chat, and that'll bring up a link. It should be stacksatshow.com/Swan. That'll take you to this page that I'm looking at right now if you haven't signed up. And I'll just read it for you. Swan is the best way to accumulate Bitcoin with an automatic reoccurring and instant buying using your bank account, or wire up to $10 million. Anyway, join today to get $10 of free Bitcoin in your account. So if you sign up through my affiliate link, you get $10. You get $10 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, let's go over one of the things that is too. There's a lot of things about this company that are cool that I'm going to just kind of review real quick with you guys and just tell you guys why I think it's the way to go, why I stopped using Binance and why I stopped using Coinbase. So I stopped using Coinbase and Binance because they deal in a lot of other coins, and that makes them alive. All those other coins, since all those other coins cause them to get sued by the SEC, and as soon as the SEC gets involved, like there's a potential for like the SEC just all of a sudden saying, you know what, seize all your assets, freeze all the accounts on your system, and our money could get trapped in there, right? The reason the SEC is going after them is not because they sell Bitcoin. They're going after them because they sell other coins, right? Other coins that are controlled by or influenced by, because I'd say controlled by, either like a board, an organization, a foundation, or just like a straight up leader of that coin that can go in and make changes, right? They can go in and change the rules of that coin, right? So it becomes, they consider those coins unregistered securities. And what the heck is an unregistered security? An unregistered security would be like as if I went and started started a new company, like a fake company, and I sold stock in that company, and didn't register with the SEC and didn't register with any, right? It's just like I would just start a company and sell stocks like out of my off a website, for example, right? And so in order to do that, there's a bunch of regulations and stuff you have to go through. And the way these companies have been going around that is by just selling coins instead of stocks. So SEC is catching up to them, and since Coinbase and Binance sell those coins, then they're considered to be selling unregistered securities as well, right? They're not making the unregistered securities, but they're selling them, and they're basically an unregistered security exchange. So, long story longer or short, we want to avoid all that stuff, right? All we want to do is just buy Bitcoin, stack our Bitcoin, and not have to worry that our exchange is going to go get seized or frozen or whatever, right? So that's where Swan Bitcoin comes in. These guys are everybody from like the founder Corey to like everybody in his team that I've had the opportunity to like listen to podcasts or just kind of go through their Twitter feeds and see what they're about. Like if they're like legit true Bitcoiners, and those guys are and all these guys involved in this company are super. I would just say like legit Bitcoiners, right? Like that, where they're like focused on Bitcoin only, and in their exchange in Swan, they only sell Bitcoin. They don't sell any other kind of coins. So that's great. That keeps that specter of an SEC seizure or lawsuit off. Like it's very unlikely, since none of the stuff coming out right now is considering Bitcoin a security. They're considering it a commodity, so that's good for us. On top of that, since they have that mentality of like the true Bitcoiner, which is you buy your Bitcoin and immediately you want to move it off the exchange into self-custody, they've kind of built their website, they've built their setup in a way that's conducive to that, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. So our mission is to walk alongside you on your journey into Bitcoin, the future of money. Swan is the best way to build your Bitcoin stack with automated Bitcoin savings plans and instant purchases, serving clients of any size from $10 to $10 million. Okay, so this is the app that I was talking about. You can adjust this. Minimum is $10. That's fine, but you can do like daily, you can do weekly, you can do monthly, right? And then you can set it. This is one of the coolest features that they have, from my point of view, because it truly shows that they're really following the ethos of the Bitcoin standard, which is to self-custody your Bitcoin. And they make it easier for you by doing auto withdrawal. So you can set your auto withdrawal to be like, I have mine set to 0.01 Bitcoin, and you link up a wallet. It could be your phone, if you have like a hot wallet, or it could be your cold storage wallet, like if you have like a Trezor, for example, right? But once you link it, you can have this going. You can have the auto saving plan going, and whenever you hit a certain amount, in this case 0.05 or 0.01, it'll automatically withdraw that Bitcoin to your cold storage or your phone storage, and you won't have to worry about going back in here and doing it, right? You just know that it's gonna always be stacking for you. And I mean, what I do on the show, I buy it manually that way, because that way I know that I could do it during the show, so you guys can see. But if I wasn't doing the show, I'd just set this manually. I would just set this automatically, and then just pretty much set it and forget it, right? As long as you want to continue to save, right? They have a cool little calculator here that's like, you put in your inputs, like want to save $50 per week over the last 4 years. How would it have performed? If you would have done $50 per week over the last 4 years, take into account how Bitcoin's performed, you would have spent $10,450, but it would be worth $16,610 right now, right? So you would have been up close to 60% over the 4 years. Just do 1 year, see what happens. Yeah, see, over a year, it'd be up like 22%, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's see. We're doing $10 a day. Yeah, it's still 22%, but that's pretty good. Crazy. 2 years. So you guys, 2 years. That's right. That was a big drop. 3 years. Okay. 4 years. Okay. 5 years. Oh, dang. Nice. Anyway, you guys get the idea. You can go in here, mess around with the calculator if you want. And then here's here's what I've been saying, right? Protect your wealth. Dollars have lost 90% of their purchasing power since 1950 as politicians printed more of them. Bitcoin's fixed supply makes it the best way to save your money for the long term. Okay. So here's a little chart. Basically over the years, how many Satoshis you can buy for $1 has gone down, right? So we're over here and we just checked it out. It was like 3,000, what? 30, close to 30, 40 was it? I forget what it was. Was it 33 Satoshis for $1? But back in the day, you could buy a lot more, right? Like when Bitcoin was, oh no, that's just what is this? Bitcoin didn't come into the picture. Oh, okay, this is inflation. I'm sorry, never mind. This is the purchasing power just the purchasing power. This is not related to the SAT count. There's another chart that kind of looks like this, where it's SATs per dollar, but it's a different chart. Sorry about that. The fees are the fees are pretty low, especially when you take it into account how much you're paying at Coinbase or Binance. It's like 0.99%. It's like for $10 for a $10 Bitcoin purchase, you're paying 10 cents. For a $50 Bitcoin purchase, you're paying 50 cents, right? So it's not bad at all. With your Bitcoin to another. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Free withdrawals is awesome. I haven't done that. I don't have enough Bitcoin cleared on my account to withdraw yet. Because it takes, once you make the buy, it takes about, I don't know, like 5 to 7 days for it to clear from your bank so that Swan can release a Bitcoin to you. Because otherwise, if they release a Bitcoin to you right away and let you withdraw it from your wallet and your bank bounces or your bank doesn't clear the transaction, then there's no way for Swan to pull that Bitcoin back because it's Bitcoin, right? Once you send it, it's not reversible. So they have to hold it for you. They have to hold on to that Bitcoin that you bought with the newly deposited money for at least 5 to 7 days. Once that clears, then they free it up for you and they make it available for you to download on your thing. So anyway, that's the basics of it. It's a really cool company, guys. I am stoked to be using it and stoked to have an affiliate program with them. So that's it. There it is. You can go to swanbitcoin.com/Roman Stacks, or you can type in stacksatshow.com/Swan. Okay. That's on our chat. It's also in our Discord server. We just got a new Discord server too, so it's a lot of stuff to talk about. Boom. All right. we're caught up on that, and our mic is working, and we're good to go. Okay. So Swan Bitcoin, we also picked up another affiliate program with Trezor hardware wallets, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Talk about why we need what the difference, why we would go from a Bitcoin wallet on your phone to a Bitcoin wallet that's like separate, like a separate device. That's it's considered cold storage. Your phone has internet access, so it's considered like hot storage. We want cold storage, so it's off of the network, and you can't use it unless you plug it in. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. And then for now, that's it as far as the why we stack segment. Jeez. If anybody has any questions, put in the chat. If you're watching the replay and you have questions, leave a comment with your question and I'll answer it in tomorrow's episode. Okay. Good. Now it's time for the stack recap. Okay, so Friday, we tried to buy some SATs, but I wasn't going through. Swan pulled the $10 to my account, and then once my bank said it was okay to clear, I was able to buy it like about 30 minutes after the show ended. So I bought that, I stacked. I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. Here's a purchase I made. I bought $10.10 worth at 30,884 Bitcoin price, and that yielded 32,379 Satoshis, which put us up to 943,645 sats. We're so close to being sat millionaires on the show. Satoshi millionaires, almost there. Sat millionaire just means we have 1 million Satoshis, okay? Don't get excited. We're not millionaires yet. Okay, we spent so far $254.47 to buy this many sats, and these sats are now worth $286.94 for a gain so far of 12.76%. But with that said, we're not gonna get excited about this. We're not gonna get excited about this. Yeah, we made a little bit of money, but this doesn't matter. Okay? This is what matters. As long as the Satoshi count keeps going up, we don't care what this does, that does, or that does. If this goes red and we're in a loss, that just means cheaper sats for us. That actually would make me happy because I could buy more Satoshis for the same amount of money. Okay? Because long term, the governments will continue to print money and inflate the monetary system and reduce the purchasing power of the dollar, and in so doing, the price of Bitcoin will keep going up. Okay? All right. Where we at? Yeah, I think we're good with that, right? Now it's time for the stack sats. Sick. Let's just start to buy some sats, boys. Buy some sats. Today, as we look at the browser, today we're well above our average buy price of $26,958.6. We're gonna buy $10 worth today because the price of Bitcoin is above our average buying price. So we're gonna DCA our minimum, and our minimum is $10. Okay, so let me do that real quick. Actually, let me change screens so I can set it up so I can show you guys. So here, okay, so okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I can show you real quick. Okay, my browser. So here's our holdings for the show so far. I know I have a little bit more because I was experimenting with it, so I bought a little extra. But we're tracking our Bitcoin purchases on our actual sheet, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna go here. You can sign into your account. You're gonna go buy instantly, and then we're gonna say $10 there. It usually says 100, but we're gonna change it to 10. I'm gonna say preview buy. Let me change screens because I don't want to dox myself and show you my account number. So 1 second. So preview buy. I'm going to copy this information and I'm going to show you guys what it says. So you can't see what the partner wants you to see. Okay, it's gonna cost us 10 cents to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. So the total transactions will be $10.10, and we'll get $10 worth of Bitcoin. Here we go. Buy now, and this is where I say it's thinking about it. Let's see. Oh, it might not go. Okay, payment initiated. Boom! We stacked, baby. You stacked with Bitcoin. Your purchase is executing. See your transaction. Okay, perfect. There it is. So we have, oops, wrong one. Boom. We have successfully stacked. Now we're gonna go to our spreadsheet and fill that out. Any questions? Put them in the chat. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to show you my spreadsheet. There it is. All right, so today is 6/26/23. We bought Bitcoin at 30,547. We bought $10.10. And that yielded us 32736. Copy this, paste it here. That got us 32,736 satoshis. Are we Bitcoin? Are we Satoshi millionaires yet? Let's see. Oh, so close. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we're gonna be Satoshi millionaires because that bumped us up to having 976,381 satoshis. It's let's go. Yeah, that stack is getting big, dude. Like it feels like once this like hits like $300, you're like, okay, it's like decent money now, you know? It's like we started with $5 a day. We had to bump up to $10 a day because that's the minimum at Swan, but you spend $10 a day on random stuff, I believe, right? So the whole point of doing this show is to show you that everybody's got enough money to start saving in Bitcoin, okay? And when you start saving in Bitcoin, you start to see how it starts to work with you, right? It's like if you would have just been saving that money, it would be $264. But since you're saving it in Bitcoin, it's closer to $300, right? So it's a case study, and we're gonna keep it going, and we'll see how it ends up. So that's crazy. That's crazy. What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think, Carl? It's good, right? All right. So don't go yet, because I need to show you guys this flag. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. Give me a second. I'm trying to pick a good track for the flag reveal. It's a little more punchy, huh? Let's see. Oh yeah, gonna go with the classic. With the classic one, guys. Give me a second. This one. That's a good one. Ready for the flag reveal? Let's do this. It's a big flag. That's the whole reason. Chair. Thanks for jumping in. If you're new here, subscribe, say hello, and a picture. Don't own any Bitcoin yet. Today I'll give you 1,000 SATS. Just say hi in the chat, I'll let you know how to do it. There we go. This flag is available at bitcoinerscloset.com. Swag. Intimidating. We got the honey badger that doesn't give an F. And it can't tread on me. Because if you're holding your value in Bitcoin, nobody can take that away from you. Confiscate it from you. You can take it with you to your grave if you want. Okay? That's the whole idea. It's like the first of its kind. The first ever real property you could ever own, right? Everything else is confiscatable, right? So there it is. It's a huge one. All right. Is that all I got for you guys? Is that all I got? Let's see. Let me go back to mine. After that exciting music, it's hard to go back to the pleasant music, but let's do it. All right. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Come back tomorrow, 8:15 Pacific Standard Time, for another episode of the SATS Show, where we dollar cost average or Bitcoin cost average by saving Bitcoin. $10 a day, $15 a day, $20 a day, depends on the price of Bitcoin. But the only thing that's consistent is that we buy regardless of the price. Sometimes we buy a little bit more when it's a little bit low, but we're always buying, okay? Because remember, what's important is that your SAT count is going up. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Q&A time. Let's go, dude. That's a crazy flag. Thanks, Leonard. Thanks, Carl. You guys rock, dude. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you can make it tomorrow, that'd be great. If not, no worries. Thanks for tuning in. If you do come in tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Good night, guys.